Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your peaceful morning practice. We're going to do a short little meditation and then a little bit of gentle stretching to wake up our body and feel positive and peaceful for the day ahead. So I'll see you there. Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Brittany and I'm a yoga teacher, Ayurveda counselor, and I'm here to guide you through a little practice to start your day out great. It's Monday morning, it's quite early. The sun just came up here in the Northwest. The sun is nowhere to be found for a while. The sun goes down at about 4:40 in the afternoon right now, and it doesn't come up again until 7:20, 7:30. So here we are. And just want to quickly talk about the morning and the energetics of the morning. And so when we are in the morning time, it's actually a place where we are revisiting our birth. Another way to say it is it's a time where we get to start fresh, right? We focus on our birth and what do we want to birth into the world? What parts of us do we want to birth, right? What do we want to put into motion? And so it's a really good time to reflect, to journal, to meditate, to kind of put that energy out there. There's so many of us that are discontent. Maybe you have a job you don't love. Maybe you're in a relationship you're questioning. Maybe you're struggling financially. Maybe you're having health issues. Like, that's part of the human experience. There's always going to be something. However, we do have a part in changing that. And so we're going to step into a little practice with that this morning. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. I encourage you to sit on a pillow or something to elevate the hips. I'm on this really cozy rug here. Just whatever you got is great. Go ahead and relax your shoulders as you slightly open the chest, this space of receptivity. Palms face up, Jnana Mudra, so the thumb and the fingertips are connected, this wisdom seal. Let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale, filling up the torso, the chest, the belly. Exhale, let it go. Inhale all the way up into the brain, cleansing, resetting. Exhale, let it go. Inhale deep. Exhale out. Beautiful. And now I want you to imagine, or just whatever comes up, the first 1, 2, or 3 things that come up, what you're really grateful for in this moment. Could be a person, could be a good night's sleep, could be your job, just whatever comes up. And then breathe those things into the heart, knowing how well taken care of you are. And just let that energy of gratitude, it's so powerful, let that radiate around the whole body. And so if you're visual, maybe you can envision a light, maybe a golden light or another color, maybe a feeling of this gratitude surrounding your whole body and out to your auric field, which is this space around your body. And so here you feel content. Just a couple more breaths here, just being in this space of appreciating what we have, what we've gotten that we worked hard toward. We have it now. Beautiful. And if you want to pause and stay there a little bit longer, feel free. So on one hand, we have that, we have gratitude. This is what my teacher does. We have 2 hands in life. So on one hand, we're really appreciative of beautiful things in our life, right? On the other hand, there's things in our life that are challenging, whatever's going on for you right now. And so see if you can weave together that energy of gratitude and positivity with what's challenging you. And so just meditating, maybe there's one thing that comes up that's challenging for you right now, whatever it is. It could be big or small. Just pick one. Breathe into that. Honoring this challenge as a way that we can grow, a way that we can learn. If we don't have challenges, we're not human, right? That's why we're here. And just notice what feelings come up. If there's any difficult feelings that come up, it's okay. If it's a little too much right now, you could go back to your gratitude practice, but just bring that into the heart, acknowledging it, right? We want to push away our challenges a lot, or sweep it under the rug. That's what most people do. But we're not going to get through these challenges unless we face them head on. What about this challenge can you be grateful for? Or what about this challenge do you like? Maybe it's, for example, a job you're not loving right now, but it's giving you money and stability, right? Or it's giving you friendship with your coworkers. That's just an example. Think about how this challenge is strengthening your character. Just breathe into that. And so it is through first acceptance that we can change something, and also being grateful for what we have now. So many of us always want to jump to the next thing without actually anchoring into, oh, here's what I have now, and I actually worked really hard for it. Let's actually enjoy it, right? This is how we become more intimate with our lives, where we get to really create what we want when we have that relationship of acceptance and gratitude with acknowledging our challenges. And so whatever you are feeling in this moment is completely valid. Let's bring the hands to the heart, just acknowledging all the good in our life and all the challenges too. Breathing here. Exhale out. Breathe it in. Whatever you're feeling, just let it flow through you like a wave. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. If you'd like, you could stay here, Anjali Mudra, or you can place the hands on the heart, just setting an intention for your day. Doesn't have to be big or fancy. It could be a word, a phrase, a feeling. One more breath here. And let it go. Beautiful. Let's start to move our body a little bit. In the morning, it's good to move. Start to move that stagnant energy from sleep. So just start by rolling the shoulders back. Really simple here. If you want to do one at a time, like what I'm doing, you can. If you want to just do that traditional shoulder roll, you can do that. As we're beginning to move, just continue to breathe. And then switch directions. Shake out the hands, just shake out the sleep, shake out the day before you, shake out the night. We are in a new day. Deep breath here. And exhale. Great. Coming into a nice gentle straddle here. Let's start by shaking the legs. So we want to go about 50-60%. We don't want to go super intense right when we're getting started, right? So shaking the legs here. Let's bring the hands behind. Flex through the feet. Inhale, open the chest. So my fingertips are behind me. Breathe it in. Breathing up the earth, up through the chest, and then exhale, gently fold. So I'm just gonna fold just a little bit here. We're just getting started. Maybe you wanna sway side to side. My feet are flexed and they're spinning up and out. And just gently moving side to side. And so especially if you have a chaotic schedule or you're kind of just up out of bed right away and you struggle with stress, it's really important to ground first and just notice how much calmer you feel throughout the day. Just to take a few minutes to sit your butt down on the earth, right? Whether it's outside or inside, and really root down and tune in. So again, if you want, you could just be still here, or you can move a little bit like I'm moving. Okay, bringing the legs back in. Let's do a little bit of spinal rotation. So inhale forward, exhale back. So I'm just moving from my torso. I'm not moving my shoulders. My shoulders are just along for the ride. You want to keep your sit bones rooted on the floor. So here you can even imagine, if you want to go farther, if you're visual, you can imagine a rope, a cord, or a string from the sit bones down into the earth. So we're rooting ourselves down. This is a really good tool I love to do when I'm traveling as well. Traveling is very ungrounding. And so we want to root ourselves into whatever land we find ourselves in, whether that's a walk, sitting on the floor. And so switching directions, just a few more rounds here. All right, let's come on to hands and knees. Taking off my fancy robe. And just starting with a nice sway here. Maybe you want to rotate the neck or the hips. Spread the fingers wide. And let's press it back into our first child's pose. So the knees come wide, big toes together, and then reach the forehead toward the earth. Just a few breaths here. And we're just going to crawl the hands over to the left corner of the mat, right hand on top, just stretching that right side body, 3 breaths. Walking over to the other side, opposite hand on top, stretching that left side body. Back to center, come to the tense of your fingers, so kind of tenting the hands here. We're just gonna kind of roll and open the spine. So exhale, bow it down, elbows reach up. Inhale, unfurl, so kind of like this cat-cow in the spine. Move at your own pace, move as little or as big as you want to. This is your practice. I'm just here to guide. And then we're going to walk the hands up, coming into a seat on the heels. You can sit on a block here or sit on your sit bones if that's more comfortable for you. Hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum and then relax the shoulders back, relax the back of the skull back just a little bit. So we're not here, we're kind of leaning back, opening the chest, this space of receptivity. Breath in. Exhale out. Great. Inhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Feel that stretch through the arms. Exhale, we're going to round it in and bring the palms together. So the pinkies come together, Pushpaputa Mudra, chin to the chest. So kind of rounding here. We're going to do that a few times. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, draw it into the space of receiving. That's what the morning is about, right? We're kind of this empty vessel and we get to put things in our vessel. And so it's good to be conscious about how we start our day. It's so powerful. One more time, inhale. Exhale, draw it in. And then just pausing here. Anything you wish to receive right now. It could be just a feeling. Could be something you're manifesting in your life. Just imagine it in your hands, here and now. Knowing that if you've dreamt of it, it is possible and it's coming at the right time. Just feel what it feels like. And then bring the palms to the thighs. All right, standing up on the knees just for one round. Inhale, let's lift the arms up. Hands to heart, exhale. Coming back to hands and knees, let's come into downward facing dog here. So curling your toes under, press it back. I'm going to remove my little cozy rug. Pressing it back. And then here, just take your time pedaling out through the legs. Bend your knees, drop the crown of the head. So really important in down dog is to, I know people do this a lot to kind of see what the teacher's doing, and that's fine. But if you can, just remember to drop the crown of the head all the way down. This really encourages the nervous system to relax, to release. It's what we want. 2 more breaths here. Great, knees come back down and then press into the ground, arch the spine, exhale, cow pose, cat pose. You get the gist. Inhale, arch the spine, cow pose. And then we'll just do this. I'm going to do it real slow today, so if you want to speed it up for you, go ahead. And then just notice if you're jamming into the wrists. I like to create little gecko palms. I've heard someone use that term where you're kind of pressing more into the fingers. Instead of this, you're more like this to help protect your wrists. One more round here. Exhale. And then let's come into a neutral spine. From here, right leg reaches back and then up and over. So it's coming over to the left side of the mat, off the mat. Then I'm going to come onto my forearms here and kind of reach forward. So it's this nice, long, deep stretch on the right side body. 3 breaths here. Nice, gentle practice for your morning. Coming back up, hands and knees, we're going to lift that leg, spin the inner thigh inward so the heel lifts up, and just start to pulse that leg a few times, kind of like Pilates. So that the navel is engaged and we're reaching the chest forward. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Reach the left arm forward now. 3 breaths. Getting that element of strength in the back body. And then we're going to step the right foot outside the right hand, coming into a lizard lunge. I'm going to sink my hips down, so my right foot is kind of spinning out to the right here. Just breathing into the chest, the psoas, pelvis, belly. Exhale, we're just going to bring the hips back as you start to lengthen that front leg, maybe flexing through the foot, round the spine. A few more times, inhale. Open it up, exhale, drop back. Inhale. And exhale. One more time here, just stretching that back leg. Inhale. Exhale. And then this time we're going to twist. So you're going to bend the knee, twist toward this leg. So the hand is kind of above the knee on the thigh. I'm pressing the leg away as I open the chest. Hand comes down. Last part here, walk that right foot to the center, lift the back leg, coming into a low runner's lunge. Really reaching the left heel back as my chest reaches forward. I'm going to reach the right arm forward, inhale, and then exhale, twist. So if you're pregnant, you don't want to do these tight twists. If you're on your menstrual cycle, you can always skip this as well. Maybe do a wider twist. Otherwise, we're here. One more breath. Exhale, bring it down, hands and knees. Shifting side to side, and then curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Breathe here. This is a little bit of a gentler practice, but you're still going to feel really renewed afterward. Let's walk it forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. So the feet are about hip width here. Knees are soft, so no need to lock out the knees. Inhale, let's lift it up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Twice more like that. Make it your own. If you want to use some flair or add some flair with the arms, you can. Exhale down, and then let's just lift it up here. So unfurling one vertebra at a time. The palms can touch. This is this way to kind of stabilize this roll up. Inhale, arms reach. Plant down through the feet firmly. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plank pose or hands and knees. Pause here for 3 breaths. It's better to lift the hips a little bit more than sink down like this. I see this a lot in class. So if you're there, just bring the knees down, working on that core strength. And exhale, let's come all the way to the earth. Inhale, just a little tiny baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Notice the difference, if any, between the right side and the left. Coming back to hands and knees, and we'll do that same thing on the other side. Left foot comes up and over to the right side of the mat, off the mat, and then come onto your forearms, coming into this kind of long side stretch here. Back to hands and knees. We're going to lift that left leg, flexing through the heel, internally rotating the leg. And then we're just going to pulse just for a few seconds here. And then reach that right arm forward, balancing here, noticing where your navel is that central point. Breathe in. And then exhale, left foot steps off the side of the mat. 45-degree angle, don't be shy. Just for a moment here, just start to open through the collarbones and really allow that knee to come to the side. So I'm on the knife edge side of the foot. Breathe in, exhale. Let's move the hips back as you lengthen the front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Just a few times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And so I'm just allowing my spine to move like water. So when we practice slowing down our movements like this, it tells the nervous system that we're safe. If we're constantly moving really fast all the time, we have higher levels of cortisol, which is where we get stressed, where we feel overwhelmed, not sleeping well, all those things. So when we slow it down a little bit and tune in with our breath, which can take a lot of practice, that's when we start to feel that calm, that sense of safety. Great, and then pausing here, let's twist toward the knee, pressing the leg away from you as you open the chest. Breathe in, exhale. Maybe you want to bring the ear toward the shoulder to get that nice stretch. And then we'll walk that left foot to the center, coming up into that low lunge twist. And then exhale, bring the hand down. Coming into Malasana squat. So we're going to walk the left foot and the right foot out. So the toes are out, heels are in off the mat. For some of you, you're just going to come down halfway, grab the ankles. Or you can come into Malasana squat all the way down. If the heels are super high, it can be helpful to roll up a blanket or a towel underneath the heels. 3 breaths here. You can be still or you can move like I'm moving. Sometimes moving a little bit in the morning is nice when we're kind of stiff. Inhale. Exhale. Really plugging the heels down, feeling that grounding earth energy. One more breath. Exhale, and then come to your seat, however you want to get there. Shake out the legs. Let's come into just one Navasana boat pose. So balancing on your sit bones, reach forward. Breathe here. If this is too much and you're kind of falling all over the place, you can dig the heels in as support. You can also place the hands underneath the legs. So we want to keep that chest open here. And extend the legs forward, shake it out. Let's bring the left foot in and cross. One of my favorite poses. Twists are so good for the body, digestive system, and detox. Inhale, lift the left arm up and over like a rainbow, and then hug that knee in. So both sit bones are on the floor. Press the left toe on the floor. And then we're just opening here. So again, any kind of twists, really, really close like this, we don't want to do if you're pregnant. So maybe you could do more of an open twist where you're not kind of scrunching into your belly. Most women know, they're just intuitive enough to know this, but just a friendly reminder. 2 breaths. Soften the eyes. And then coming back, let's switch sides. So the right knee comes in and cross. Right arm reaches up and over, hug the knee in. A few breaths here. last pose, we're going to do a little bit of a forward fold. So the feet come in, butterfly pose. Maybe just for a moment, massage the soles of the feet. So important, so good. It affects the whole body. And then sitting up tall, inhale here. You can use a prop under the head if you'd like. And exhale, fold. I like to just use my hands because it's easiest. You can place the thumbs into the third eye space. Really pressing the sit bones into the floor. Allow the chin to drop here. So in this space of surrender, see if you can let go even just a little bit, 5%, 10%. Of those things that we're gripping onto in our life, whatever it is, the things we can't change, the things that are confusing, the things that feel stuck. Can we just let go a little bit of that control and see how life wants to work through us in that way? 3 more breaths into the back body behind the heart. Slowly begin to roll yourself up, coming into a nice seat. Chin parallel to the floor. All right, beautiful people. Okay. All right, let's close our practice, bringing one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, or just hands on the lap if that feels more comfortable for you. Noticing the temperature of the fingers on the skin. Maybe you feel a pulsation here. One long, deep breath. Inhale. Fill up all the way. Hold the breath for just a moment. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Sealing our practice. Bowing in gratitude. Just thanking yourself for showing up. That's the hardest part. They say when you're really, really busy, you should meditate longer. So here we are. Thank you so much, everybody, for practicing with me. I have lots more videos to come. If you have requests or questions, please comment and I will answer them. Additionally, I'm holding a women's cacao circle in Portland, Oregon in a couple of weeks, mid-December. So if you are local and you want more info, you can email me or comment below. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.